Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
Happy post gobble gobble to all of you guys. It's Ian K, creator, producer, and host of Peep This Out Reviews here on YouTube. Guys, on Black Friday, November 24th, welcome to the Friday night live stream. Give me that thumbs up. Let me know you can hear me okay and see me okay. That would be amazing. And we'll give everybody just a few minutes here to set up shop on their side. Any minute now, we should see some activity on the chat over here as well. But it is great to see all of you guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Buzz7332 jumping in with the first gobble gobble, post gobble gobble super chat of the evening. Happy day after Thanksgiving. I hope everyone is good in the chat. Well, my chat is moving quickly here right now. There we go. Shout outs to Buzz saying hello to all of you guys as well. I appreciate that super chat donation. As always, Buzz, we'll get into exactly what that's all about in a minute, like we do every week. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope this stream is finding you all somewhat relaxed, a little bit less stressed because the day is over with at least, or at least you guys are coming back from Black Friday shopping. If you're still doing that type of thing, I'm pretty much all online for the most part now. I have been for the last few years, if anything there. So great to see all of you guys. We got the thumbs up. Everything is looking good. Excelente, excelente. Great to see all of you guys in here. Let me shoot to the very top and we'll spend some time. I did a lot of troubleshooting with my system last week and didn't find anything wrong on my side. The connection, everything was primo, everything was good. I'm chalking it up to an issue with the server on YouTube side because for some reason, everything was good because we did it mobily from my phone afterwards and it is what it is. So knock on wood, everything's set up exactly like it was last week and we are good. So that's good to hear, or at least to see so far. Let's see who we've got in the chat. Russ Meyer jumping in, the first peep in the chat in the lobby. Thanks so much for jumping on, Russ. Great to have you on. Tony Montana, there you go. Great to see you as well. Carl Broussard, Robert Giles, channel member extraordinaire, with my little icon right next to you there. I'm totally digging that. It's really, really cool. Let's go. Good times, good times. UFO in the house as well. I appreciate that. Thanks so much for jumping in. You guys are always first. Everyone here is number one as far as I'm concerned. So Russ just happened to get the typing fingers going quicker just for that, but everything else is good. So you guys are a number one. Urza Ender, what's going on? Steven, Melantine as well. Thank you so much. Situationish, I guess you meant to say. Michael Domer, great to see you as well. Let's see here, going on down. And there's Bus. It's a little delayed, but there you go. Happy day after Thanksgiving for all of you peeps out there, or post gobble gobbled, as I like to put it, for Black Friday. In effect here, Larry Nguyen, happy Thanksgiving. How was your Thanksgiving? It was very good, very relaxing. I definitely needed to sleep and chill and just kind of hang, so it was really, really nice to do. A lot of stuff I'm putting together for next week in the process of. There's a lot of stuff going on always. I don't really get too much rest, but when I do, I make it count. So it was good to be able to do that for sure. Drew, it's a peeper situation. And yes, Drew, he has eaten already. So I always take care of my little pets here, which I've been doing pretty much a good chunk of today. I've been doing a lot of errands. I just came back not that long ago, and a whole bunch of cats were on my patio. I was feeding them, you know, kind of chatting with them, so to speak, not in a weird kind of way, but it was kind of cool to see them hanging out and just having a nice conversation, so to speak. Cats are really cool. They really are, when they don't fight each other and box, because they love to smack each other with their mitts and all that crazy stuff. I love those videos, by the way. They're really funny. Let's see. Urza tried pumpkin pie and it's delicious. I love pumpkin pie along with coconut cream pie. Those are my two favorites by far. I've been really digging the pumpkin and cream pie from Mickey D's, obviously, with the exception of the one that I did for you guys a couple of weeks ago. It's been a lot better since, thankfully, because I'm getting it from my main location closest to me, and I know they're always on point. So it's been really, really good. UFO, just a full side of gravy with a small side of turkey. Very nice, very nice. I'm glad you guys had all the fixins there. The Wheat Greatness, what's going on? Thanks so much for jumping on. Carl Broussard, Thanksgiving was good as well. We had smoked turkey, greens, cornbread. Nice. We also had a breakfast casserole. That sounds really, really nice. That sounds really, really nice. I was kind of thinking about on Thanksgiving morning about getting a breakfast burrito from Lucky Boy, which I haven't had in a very, very long time. I've actually done a review of them back in the day. Take a look at that review on my channel. Obviously, it's there, but really, really good stuff. I didn't do it naturally, but I'm really thinking I may actually in the next few days, because I've got it in my head right now. I'm thinking about it. It's been a minute, so we'll have to see. Fox 250R, he loves it. Well, I love it when you're here as well, Fox, and I love seeing all of you guys on here right now. It is great to be here with you. We're just a little bit past the 8 o'clock hour, and again, thank you so much for joining me. We're going to hang out and spend a little bit of time tonight. No Masters of the Universe goodies to look at. We're going to be doing a couple of quick reviews. I just kind of want to decompress because I'm still coming off of the last few days. There's just been a lot going on, so I still have a lot of things I have to do tonight, naturally, and it's going to be a very busy weekend for me as well. So I was really thankful for yesterday, and I'm glad to be able to jump on here tonight for you. The final stream of November, actually, guys. Next week is December already. I think it's the 1st, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's the 1st. Is it the 1st? I think it was. Let me check here quickly. It is... Yes, December 1st, next Friday, guys. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And I really hope I am going to be okay, because I've been a little under the weather. My glands, I don't know if you noticed, my neck is just a little puffy here. I've been very, very under the weather the last few days. My cough is kind of beginning to come out just a little bit too, so I have to kind of take it easy, so to speak. You know, some of my last reviews, I'm looking a little puffy from all this here. So it is what it is. But we'll just figure out what's going to be there. My chest has kind of been hurting a little bit as well. So, you know, we'll just have to see how this goes. But plenty of content already filmed. I'm already in the process of editing a lot of stuff there still. There's always something going on. So make sure you guys take a look at the new stuff coming. There'll be a new review tomorrow at Saturday at 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I'm contemplating putting this replay out on Sunday and then another video on Monday, or maybe a new video again on Sunday and then this replay on Monday. I haven't decided yet. So one way or another, you guys have content for the next 2 or 3 days in a row. So just look forward to it. It's gonna be fun. Let's see here. Great to see everybody in effect. And again, we are jumping on further on down. Dennis Corpus, what's going on? First time, long time. Thanks so much for jumping in. It's always like the very beginning. Whenever I do these streams, it's like I'm doing this for the first time with you guys. Even though I love seeing a lot of the day ones and a lot of my regular peeps in here as well. You guys definitely make the world go round. And you always know I'm going to be air hearting constantly. Whenever I go down those roads, I might as well just confirm that for you 100 style with a whole bunch of hearts here in the chat. Which you guys should be using those emojis if you have them available to you there. It works out pretty nice. The Robo Boogie, what it do, what it do. Levi, wow, the Western Bacon Cheeseburger is great. Yes, that's one of my favorite items, if not the favorite from Carl's Jr. It's a classic. It was my dad's favorite, and that was what I was introduced to by him. And that's definitely a lovely, lovely situation. So another lovely situation is the fact that you guys are here tonight. And again, shout outs once again to Bus7332 for that super chat donation. Should you guys wish to be like Bus, we'll just go right into it there and contribute to the channel in some way, shape, or form. You'll find a multitude of ways down below in the description box, of course. A lot of links that you'll find there as well, along with the super chatting that you'll have here as well too there in the bottom of your chat window. Just keep in mind YouTube does take a little bit from you to do that, but the big thing is becoming channel members as well too. So there's a lot of perks and a lot of good stuff there as well by clicking the join button that you'll probably see like above this video somewhere, or somewhere where it's on screen underneath on the main page. You'll find it there as well too. I don't think it's available on mobile to look at, it's on desktop. But do take a look at that. I do have a video explaining the goodness that you'll get with the 3 levels. And of course, you guys will be listed down below in the description box for stream sponsoring tonight, as well as becoming a channel member of all that good stuff too. And definitely thank you in advance. As you guys know, everything is put together by yours truly. I'm a one-man show. Everything is designed, put into effect, and basically put out there for you. I do it all by myself. So should you guys wish to do that, by all means, it's all good. Claw and Go has become a channel member, and I still have my zombies running over here. Claw, shout outs to you. I appreciate you. I think you were a member at one point. Whatever happened there, I'm not sure. I could have sworn it was, but thank you for re-upping if you are back. So there you go. There's an end card that I put at the end of my videos there that I'm going to be updating twice a month, but depending, because I want to make sure that everything kind of sticks before I make changes naturally. So you'll see your names listed there, as well as an acknowledgement too there. So a lot of fun stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. And also to Bus7332 for jumping out the gate like clockwork, always the first ones. I appreciate that, Bus, as well. Hope you're doing okay. If you're working tonight over at good old Disneyland, please make sure that you button up, because it's getting cold out there and it's definitely getting chilly. It's feeling more like the weather that you're seeing around the screen here right now. So I'm all for it, which is cool. We had a little light rain this afternoon, which I'm really kind of glad I was home by the time that started, because I just washed my car a couple of days ago. So I'm glad that I was protected for the most part there, which works out. All right, Urza, later I want to try smoked ham. Yes, that's always a favorite around Christmas time, actually. Not so much Thanksgiving, I think, but more Christmas, I think, for the smoked ham, for sure. Joshua Mata, what's going on? Destructinator7, what it do, what it do? Jonathan F, thanks so much for jumping in. And of course, Claw and Go in effect here as well. Shout outs to you. Sabres fan, what it do, what it do? What's up, what's up? Great to see you as well. Always recognize that avatar as well as the name. Good to see you, my friend. Thanks so much for the love and support as always. Let's see. Marcus Hollow Gamer, what's going on? Welcome as well. Trying to see if there's any questions that we have here. Let's see. Claw and Go, member for 1 month. There it is. Become a member today. Plenty of awesome content. Thank you. Oh, there you go. Okay, now I see what this is. I'm still kind of new to some of these updates that come up over here. But shout outs to you. I appreciate that, Claw and Go. That's awesome. Destructinator7 donated $3 to the channel as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys all know you guys are just amazing. I really greatly appreciate it here. Let's see here. Let's see, Jeff Goldberg. Ian, I noticed your glands, was worried about you. Yes, I know. I'm not sure what this is just yet. I may need to go be looked at, if anything, there. But I've been feeling under the weather for like the last week or so. And it was kind of coming to me last week. I think I was talking about it in the stream. So my chest is a little bit more congested, and I'm just feeling a little bit rusty, so to speak. But naturally, I'm just trying to rest as much as possible and film and do what I need to do. A lot of projects that I'm working on, a lot of things that I'm working with certain organizations on as well too there. Gift carding stuff they've been sending me for thanking them, or thanking me for helping them with certain projects, which is fun as well too. So it kind of helps out with some of the shopping that I have going on right now as well. Russ, we finally fried Popeye's turkey this year. I still want to try that at some point. I know it's past due right now because I think it's obviously over with. But it looks like it was delicious according to Russ. We did it in the laundry room, and then the only downside is our clothes now smell like chicken. That's awesome. And I believe it's Cajun spicing. Yes, I think that's the situation with that. So we'll have to see there. We'll have to see. Let's see here. Dom, yes, the new donuts from Krispy Kreme. Have no fear that it's on your way already. Not to worry about that as well. You'll probably see that into this coming week because that's already in the can already. So you'll see those 3 coming along there. The Santa's donut with the belt, I've already done that one, so I typically don't like to redo the same ones just because of you know, naturally just being able to redo it again. But also, whenever they come out with 3 new ones and an old one, I love getting the 3 in that box because it's easier for me to film thumbnails with and to do stuff with naturally. So you'll see the 3 little elf ones in there as well too, so good times as well to do there. But so you're jumping in with another one over here as well. Let me see what's going on here. It's not visible on my side. There we go. Let's see. How many pounds do you think you put on yesterday? For me, probably nothing. I didn't eat very much, to be honest with you. It was more relaxation, if anything else. So yes, not to worry. I've been pretty much the same weight for the last 9 or 10 years now, roughly, give or take. It kind of goes up and down depending, but as long as your clothes fit comfortably, I don't really mind it so much. That's the thing there with that. But yeah, I know obviously with Thanksgiving being Thanksgiving, you gotta kind of worry about stuff like that. But usually after the first plate, I'm usually good anyway, to be honest. I get full. My eyes I'm like, oh my God, I gotta get a plate going. Once I finish the first plate, I kind of like take little schnicks and little knickknacks here and there after that. So I usually don't pound it and during Thanksgiving for the most part. But, you know, like I said, we'll have to see there. I do weigh myself every Friday, and today I was fine. So it is what it is. So I guess I'll know for this coming week. I don't think anything is kind of metabolized just yet in 24 hours to make a difference. But 2,500 calories, I believe, to a pound. So you really have to get up there and eat some crazy stuff to get there, naturally. So just pace it. Just pace it. Let's see. Let me jump on up here. There's a lot. My thing is moving all over the place again here. Hang on 1 second. There we go. I think I'm somewhat caught up. I'm going to do a lot of stuff here in the chat because I really want to get to a lot of the stuff you guys are typing here. So we'll get into the first review in just a few here. But let me see here. You guys are talking about the turkeys being cooked up. Turkey was great, and I loved it from Levi. Very cool. Very cool. Excelente. Wade Bowers, your glands look great. I appreciate that. Robo Boogie, feel better. I just gotta make sure I just take care of myself. Drink warm things, that type of things. Smooth Derek. Hey chat, do you have any advice for newly single guy who is ready to mingle? Okay, well, I'll let the peeps in the chat knock that one out there. You guys definitely give Smooth Derek. He's already got the avatar, right? He's got the name as well. Let's help Smooth out and give him some pointers. Let's see. Going down. I'm excited for the new review. We got some fun stuff to look forward to. And obviously the donuts will be coming this coming week as well. I was kind of expecting them to launch that like the beginning of December because naturally it's a Christmas thing, and now obviously it's after Thanksgiving, so technically we're in that mode. But yes, that's part of the reason why I'm not rushing to put that out immediately for what they are. They're just, you know, for what you're going to see, you know, it's kind of cool that they have a cool license, if anything, which I like, with the Elf movie, of course. Larry Nguyen, been waiting for the Halal Guys review for 2 years ago. I know, Larry, I know. At some point, I'm going to make you extremely happy once that is finally done, for sure. I know that. Joey's cleaning lady, have you noticed any differences between Del Taco prior to being acquired by Del Taco? You mean Jack in the Box, who's acquired them? Not too much, nope. I mean, a lot of the stuff that they've come out with have been literally like new stuff, which is good. Their birria, I guess, if you want to roll the R's, was pretty awesome checking out those options there that they had for that. And it was really pretty well done. A little bit better than El Pollo Loco, actually, with the types of options and offerings that they had. So I really enjoyed it, for sure. Let's see. Robert Giles has given some advice to Smooth Derek. Just get out there, man. Plenty of fish in the sea, even more ladies on the dance floor. Absolutely. Jeff Goldberg, haven't been around in a while, but it feels great to be back. Thank you so much, Jeff. I appreciate you. Thank you. Hearts for days. There you go. From Klongo. Let me light up the chat with some of that here as well. There you go as well. Let's see here. What else do we have? Let's revisit the McRib. You know, I've actually had a couple of them since it's been out, naturally, and one of them was a double. They charge $1 for extra the meat, actually, as well. So I was able to go and get a double. And I think I mentioned that, too, because the first one I got, I'm glad was a double. It was so thin. Had I gotten just one, I would have felt ripped off by that. So definitely, it's worth the $1 upgrade. And if you get, like, the deal promo is, I think, like $1.29. for like a large fry or something like that. So if you don't get a drink or something like that as well, it's like $7 and change, which is not bad for what it is. I know there's a promo at certain select locations for $6 for that with the drink naturally. So that's actually a pretty good deal if you can find that. I haven't seen that around here, but it's actually pretty good. It's definitely pretty good for that. Drew, always a lovely situation, dovetailing into a quality review. Yes, it's always a quality situation when I try and do what I do. You guys love to play on the words. You already know. Robert Giles, Ian Kiner is to food reviews what Tom Brady is to football. Wow, that's cool. That's pretty cool, Robert. I appreciate that. Marcus Hello Gamer had the pretzel baconator from Wendy's earlier. It's pretty good. Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's the baconator with an awesome pretzel bun, which you really can't fade because it actually is a lovely situation for what that is. And just to kind of break it off with that stuff naturally, I guess last week, we'll just leave off with very quick breakdown from Taco Bell Spicy Grilled Cheese Nacho Fries, which is definitely a lovely situation. That was 7 days ago. After that, the Cineminis from Jack in the Box. This is this past week's goodies for you guys. A lot of fun thumbnails. I've had fun putting together this group when I was doing this here. So naturally, the Cineminis, basically, it is the that version from BK, but over at Jack in the Box now. So really interesting for that there. It was missing one thing that I think would have really put it over the top for what it was. And I'll let you guys check out that review to know exactly what I'm talking about. But just like the gentleman was mentioning here, Mr. Marcus Hello Gamer, the pretzel baconator review, I had a lot of fun going in on that official version of that. That was just delish, guys. I mean, it's the baconator, the flagship product from Wendy's, bar none. I think that's pretty much, I think when you think of Wendy's, I think of baconator because that's just how I am. But on a pretzel bun, banging situation with that. A lot of tasty footage for that for sure. And then guys, speaking of tasty footage, do not watch my latest review on Little Caesars Stuffed Crazy Crust Cheese Pizza Hungry. Make sure you do not watch that hungry. Don't watch it after hours. If you know you're going to want to get some pizza immediately when you see it, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. There is a lot of delicious footage in that review, and it was a blast to put together. So good times across the board there. Crazy bread, stuffed crazy bread, which I love anyway from Little Caesars. I've done the review a few times, actually one time in the past, but I've had it a few times since. That's an easy recommendation. So when they kind of simulate something like that on the back of a cheese pizza or a pepperoni pizza, your choice, because it's always the same thing they do all the time, cheese or pepperoni or just cheese. That is a lovely, lovely situation with that garlic butteriness in the background. And of course, just overall stuff full of cheese the way that it was. It was very, very tasty. And honestly, I was so sick and tired of doing pepperoni because that's all what I usually do, aside from getting like sausage every so often. But their promo pizzas are usually pepperoni. I wanted to do just straight cheese this time. I think I did that with the calzone when it first came out as well. I think I did a cheese variant of that one too. But good times. So yes, Marcus Hello Gamer, I'm glad you enjoyed the pretzel baconator, without a doubt. Let's see here. Jeff Goldberg, what model car do you drive? I have a 2023 Honda Accord Hybrid Sport, the new one in Pearl Night, Still Pearl Night, or Still Night Pearl. I always get it backwards there. It's that blue color as well. I usually have it behind me when I'm doing my end card at the very end. You'll see it kind of behind me. I usually stand right in front of it. But yes, I am absolutely in love with that car, and the gas mileage is insane because it's a hybrid, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Lore, I celebrated my birthday yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Or should I oh man, I'm getting tongue tied. Let's do this one more time. This is live, folks. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, or should I say happy belated birthday to you, Lore. Happy birthday to you. And you celebrated on Thanksgiving. That's cool. Happy birthday to you. That is very cool. Shout outs to you there. Health, happiness, and success in that order, of course. If you don't have your health, you can't be happy. And if you can't be happy, it's hard to find success. You got to definitely be healthy first. But shout outs to you, Laura. Another 365 around the sun. Make it a better year. Every forward year that you go should always be a better thing for you there. So you already know. But shout outs to you there. Very happy birthday to you there. And of course, celebrating on Gobble Gobble Day. That's pretty awesome, I have to admit. Connor Brown, what it do? Saw your recent review of a Little Caesars and the pizza looked really good. I'm going to go get it tomorrow. I'd highly recommend you do. That thing was so puffed out. It was ridiculous. The crust was loaded with cheese. That thing lasted literally 3 days. I typically, the first day when I'm really hungry because I love pizza, I usually have 3 or 4 slices, and that's pretty much a good chunk of my caloric intake for the day. I'll have like a snack or something later because I know how to plan my day around my filming schedule for the week. So typically what I do is after I have that, then the next couple of days after, I'll have like a couple of slices a day. And it's usually good after 3 days. You don't want to probably eat it at the same time. But pizza has no problem getting destroyed here for sure. I do make it last just a bit to enjoy it as well. Ian, do you have a favorite Christmas song? I really don't have a favorite Christmas song. I would say a lot of the Christmas music that you hear in the background, a lot of the oldies, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, anything from those shows. I don't really have, a particular favorite, although I have a little bit more of a sentimental moment for Silent Night, a little bit too there, because I know that my stepdad really enjoyed that song. And whenever we would go for midnight mass, my mom and he and I, it was really a very nice time. So I do think about that often. And it's strange because I saw a Facebook video today. You guys know, like whenever Facebook memories come up, it's stuff like a year ago or like whatever it is, a bunch of years ago, but it's like today or recent. There was a video that came up with another one of my, like a Thanksgiving party at my sister's place. And then my stepdad was there and family was there. And then it actually ended where he was saying a very happy holiday to everybody. And I got kind of emotional when I watched it because it was sad because he's no longer here. So, but at the same time, it's the first time that I'd heard his voice since he passed away a few years ago. So it was really kind of one of those things where it took me for a loop for a second. But mostly those types of, songs, I'm really more of the mood, that type of thing, but nothing specifically. I'm not going to say Mariah Carey or, anything from George Michael or anything like that. It's typically just some of that stuff, personally. But I like Silent Night. It really is pretty nice. Do you have a favorite holiday? Marcus Hollow Gamer, you should know. Well, maybe you shouldn't if you're just hanging out in Halloween, obviously. I definitely am down with Halloween all the time. I can do that 24/7. It is my jam. Joey's Cleaning Lady, did Del Taco get better or worse since Jack in the Box purchased it? I think we talked about that already. Sam, question, have you ever had a brine turkey? What about a deep fried turkey? I have not had either. Well, brine, not so much seasoned very well. My sister makes probably the most killer turkey ever on the planet, and it's always an amazing situation every year. Fried turkey, I have never had. I would love to try a fried turkey personally. I really do enjoy trying that for sure. I keep hearing it's going to be like a juicy situation, a little crispy on the outside, but I know it's dangerous to make. But if you do it under supervision and you do it correctly and make sure, if you ever see those examples where they drop like the turkey into the vat and then the oil spills over and the whole flame goes up aside from it being frozen, of course it's going to be ridiculous. You got to go slow and make sure it's a thawed turkey. And then once you drop it in, you put the lid on and do your thing. So we'll have to see. Let's see. Larry, what is your favorite spice food review in 2023? You're going to have to wait until the top 10 comes out because I'm sure there'll be something hot in there for sure. But I see you, Larry. I see you. Super chat donation. Nayray, did you catch Jack Harlow's performance at the halftime of football game yesterday? I thought he killed it. I did not see that. No, I didn't watch any football yesterday, guys. Believe it or not, you know what I watched? I watched Godzilla, King of Monsters. That came out 3 years or so ago because I'm so hyped for Godzilla -1. I can't wait for that to come out. The reviews have been off the chart. It looks better than any Godzilla movie we've put out here on this side of the globe. And I can't wait to see that. I mean, the originator of Godzilla naturally putting that out there. It looks freaking phenomenal. So I'm excited to do that. But I had no football yesterday whatsoever. I literally just watched a bunch of shows. And I felt like watching Godzilla, King of Monsters. And I actually liked it. It was actually a good movie with the exception of the third act, which was a little far-fetched for what it was. With the family, I got a little tired of that whole thing. I did the first time I watched it. But I am just, I'm super more excited for Godzilla -1 than anything else. Robert Giles, I love pizza. God bless you. Robert Giles, do you ever think about having kids? Yes, of course I have thought about having kids. I probably won't be there. I probably won't, but there needs to be more Ians in the world. Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. I've been thinking about a lot of things like in life lately. So yes, that's of course that comes up over there. Considering my age too, right? I mean, you guys know how old I am. Let's see here. We know Mariah Carey is your favorite singer, and all she wants for Christmas is Peep. There you go, Drew. There you go. Oh, you guys are too much. You guys are too much. And Klongo, no Christmas tree just yet. Probably, I should probably get something going there. I do have all the lights up outside of my spot with and also inside here too. But around the outside of my place, I have a lot of icicle lights that go around, and I have like one of those timers that are in there as well. And again, Nayre, sorry for the delay, but I answered that question for you there. But shout outs to you, of course. You guys are going to be listed down below. And also, incidentally, if you guys are donating on PayPal, which is always that preferred method too there, I won't know until after the fact. So of course, you guys will be listed down below, along with any channel member goodness, of course. Yes, Jacob, I'm definitely an eggnog fan for sure. And Destructinator 7, yes, Shin Godzilla rocked, absolutely, absolutely. They do just a better job, I think, of using their own property overseas and the way they translate it. You know, it's just Godzilla overseas is just banging. There's so much content for Godzilla over there. Our versions are not bad. Legendary Pictures doing the American versions of it there. I love the design of Godzilla. I mean, I think he looks awesome. But this version in Godzilla -0 is bar none probably my favorite so far. The whole thing with the way the spikiness that comes up when he's about to launch his breath attack and everything, which they've alluded to on the American versions already, it just looks so much more visceral, and I can't wait to just see what they do with that movie. But it's getting crazy reviews, so hopefully by the next time we talk, we'll definitely talk about that movie, because I can't wait to do that. And yes, Riley too, Godzilla toys as a kid, absolutely. I was a huge fan of Godzilla. Gamera also. King Ghidorah, of course, or Ghidra, as I used to call him as a kid, but Ghidorah is how they usually call him as well, too. But all those classic movie monsters, just amazing. Just amazing stuff. So, good times. Drew, time to break out the popcorn or chips. You already know. You already know. Mr. Funky Fresh, you're a Godzilla. I see you, Funky. Shoutouts to you, man. Hope you're doing okay. And the Robo Boogie Mothra is my fave. And shoutouts to my uncle, if he's watching this too right now, because I have a feeling he's sitting next to Funky Fresh at the moment there. Shoutouts to my Uncle Alan. Greetings, greetings, and salutations. Catching me live, hopefully, for the very first time here on YouTube. Nice to have you on, Uncle, and also having you out. To this way. My uncle, just so you know, I alluded to last week, guys, I do have some family in town, and that is the main Peep right there. That is my mother's brother that is here. So good times, good times. And yes, Mechagodzilla, absolutely. The original Mechagodzilla, not the boo-boo version and Kong versus Godzilla. That was such a garbage look for that there. Very stupid looking mechanized Godzilla in that one. For sure. So Larry Nguyen saying hello to Uncle Alan. There you go. All right, guys, give me a couple of seconds here, maybe about a minute. I'm going to jump over, grab the goodies. We've got a couple of reviews to get into tonight, and then we will round out the evening. And I've got a feeling for some breakfast food tonight. I haven't had dinner yet today. It's been a very long day, lots to do. So I think I'm actually going to be making some pumpkin pancakes tonight, maybe a little bit of turkey bacon after, I think, as well. So we'll go from there. I just wanted to throw that out there for you. And Laura, no, the mom's is not watching the live tonight. She is still dealing with a situation that she has no access to watch. But I am naturally racking up these replays for her. So when she gets back home here in another 2 or 3 weeks at this point, she's almost done with treatment. We'll make sure that we get her watching some content to kind of zone out. And I know that she's, I've been telling her that you guys are all sending well wishes and all those things as well. So shout outs to all of you guys. I appreciate the love and support to do that for the moms, because I know she likes to hear about it too, which is awesome. So, all right, hang tight. I will be back in a minute or two. And I appreciate the well wishes. You guys hang tight as well. If you need to use the restroom, grab a drink, grab something to eat, do so right now. And I will be back in just a moment. See you soon.
Welcome to Peep This Out Reviews with Ian K.
Stay frosty.
And we are back. What's going on, guys? And yes, Tony, I do need to do that. I have to update some of the logos here, naturally, with Twitter X. I guess I'm just going to call it Twitter X. I know it's called X, but twitter.com is still the same thing. So they should just call it Twitter X, personally. But I get it. I get it. Elon likes the X letter, so it is what it is. All right, so we are back, and shout outs to Klongo. I appreciate that hashtag. We love Mama Peep. I love Mama Peep too, more than you know. Well, you guys do know. She is definitely my biggest fan, and I wouldn't be on this planet without her. So I definitely appreciate that, and I appreciate all the shout outs from all of you guys. And I know that that energy is just going out there, and it's just helping. I'm very much a fan of intention. And I definitely appreciate you guys putting that intention out there. So thank you for that as well. So good times, good times. Mama Peep is a legend. Yes, she is, Jacob. Twitter X sounds like a P site. Well, I guess so. As long as there's not a couple of X's after that, right? I mean, that would be a little bit different, but yes. Tony Montana, got a chance to try the new loaded nacho spicy crispy chicken sandwich from Wendy's. Okay, that's been out for a minute, but I'm glad you got to it. This Tuesday, really liked it. In fact, I actually like the spicy a bit better. Excelente. It's good time. Brandon, shout out to YouTube. Great to have Brandon here as well, and everybody is in effect. Peep this X, there you go. Drew, you didn't have to do that. You didn't have to go there, but you did. But it is. You trying to get us in trouble here, Drew? You need to calm down, brother. You need to calm down. No cat cutting going on your side over there. I know there's a little bit of frustration there, but you know, gotta move on from it. Gotta move on from it. There we go. Oh man. Good. Hey, Larry, he got some good news. Mom is feeling better from C19 about 2 weeks ago. Nice. Very good. Very good. Make sure you guys are all updated with all the, making sure you're taking care of yourself and everything as well, too, that way. Riley, cat cutting. Yes, it's an inside joke with Drew, who likes to use scissors to cut his cat's hair. But no cutting cats going on this time. You already know. You already know. Klongo, anyone notice Ian giving us channel members some recognition in these videos? Thank you. Well, thank you. Of course, I told you I was going to do that, Claw. You already know. You guys really are going the extra mile, and it really does help, me out to do what I do, and it's the least that I can do, of course. I greatly appreciate you, and I appreciate that support as well, too, there. Thank you. Thank you so much, Claw. I appreciate that. All right, so I think it is time we get into this review, and this is a little bit, I guess last week's video can be considered part one, because what we have right now, we're going to do the complete sequel to this, to part one, naturally, because you're going to see the exact same type of products, but different versions of them. So why not do that as well, too? So let's get into this right now. This one I actually thought about doing first, but I'm like, you know what? Usually I find something that I want to try, that I'm so excited to try, I kind of want to save it for last, because everything else I want to see is if it's going to be better than my expectation for what I'd like to do first. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. But this I was very excited to get, and I think I mentioned I was actually out with my sister. I want to say it's been about a month now. I think this was over a month ago when we got these. Granted, they're still very fresh. Naturally, I hope. December 5th, 2023, they expire. So we got to do this actually now. But guys, let's take a look at this. It's another one of the flavors of Doritos DINAMITA sticks. Hot honey mustard. Now, I love honey mustard. I have never had a hot version of honey mustard like this. Not that I remember anyway. I may have tried one of my countless 2,000 plus reviews on my channel right now. I may have something with a hot honey mustard or hot mustard of some type. But naturally, Doritos variation of the DINAMITA sticks here. I'm hoping these are going to be a little bit bigger than they were the last time when we tried the other variation of them. I think it was that chili queso or spicy chili queso or something from last week. But these look pretty good. And naturally, like I said, I'm a sucker for Doritos DINAMITA sticks, kind of like Takis a little bit, which I thought initially, but the look was different now. But hot honey mustard. This is being billed as, like last time, crunch into chaos, explode with flavor. So we have a nice little combination of spice. You can see the honey mustard action, and you have a little honey that's actually right there as well too. Looks interesting enough. So let's see exactly how this is going to be. How bad can it be, right? I mean, it's Doritos, but naturally the Doritos name. And before I even look inside, you guys are going to get the first shot. and let me know what you think. And as usual, another half bag of Boo Boo Air with the tinfoilish look on the inside, I guess for freshness, but also to kind of reflect back at you to kind of feel like you're getting more product, which I think that's why they do that. But with the amount that's in this, which is, where is the amount there? It looks like 8 ounces. This was about, I think, 3 and change, something like that. So this feels like a glorified little goodie bag from the mini versions at 7-Eleven. It's just a little bit bigger, and considering how much product is in that, it's not that much more, to be honest, as well. So it feels like a little bit of a ripoff, but oh, that is interesting. Hang on. That's not honey mustard. Well, it's a little off-putting. I'm not going to say I know exactly what the smell is because it's not honey mustard. It's sweet, but it's got something else going on with it. So this is going to look very similar to the others. And I know that because of my ring light here, it's blowing it out. But as you can see, I mean, these are going to be pretty nondescript. They do feel like they are heavily dusted for sure. But let's give it a shot, guys. The hot honey mustard Doritos Dynamita here on Peep This Out Reviews. Let's peep this out. Instant hot honey mustard flavor. The mustard is strong. This almost tastes like those mustard chips, like the Lay's chips. That is very strong, actually. That is very strong. Drastic Action sending some money to fill the empty space in that bag. I appreciate that. Any second now, you'll see that jumping up, Drastic. I appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Wow. The mustard is strong, but it's kind of tart. This is actually reminding me of those mustard chips, the ketchup and mustard chips. I think it was from Lay's that we did when those came out. Yeah. I wasn't getting honey mustard by the aroma. It's a little sweet, but it's like a completely different smell from honey mustard. As I'm smelling this more, it doesn't smell like really anything like that. It just smells like there's seasoning of some type, but it's not honey mustard. But once you bite into one of these, it's very tart, very strong. A little bit of tang, but wow. Yeah, these are way better than the last ones. Way better. I am glad I waited to give this one a shot because I liked the last one with the chili con queso or the queso version of it, which was good. These are really tasty. Wow. I can see myself killing this bag while I'm watching my shows. This is very, very tasty right now, guys. And I love the artwork. You guys know I'm a big fan of blue. My car is blue. My shirt's mostly blue tonight. This wasn't planned, by the way. It just kind of came out this way. But I like this, guys. Really, really tasty for what this is. I have to say, this is really pretty good. Let's do just a few more of these because the more I'm getting into them, my mouth is salivating more. I'm getting more of the flavor. The mustard is very pronounced now. I mean, it really is coming out. You really have to do like 2 or 3 of these types of things initially up front and then really give it more of a taste. You can't just do like 1 or 2 and then call it a day. You got to kind of give it a chance because it kind of builds all throughout your mouth in terms of the flavor. So really pretty tasty for what this is, guys. Not bad. All the usual goodies calorie-wise. 140 calories, 8 servings per container. It's the usual stuff here. 7 grams of fat, carbs 18. It's the usual stuff. I mean, naturally, you're having a little bit of Doritos. You're not going to be too concerned about a lot of that. Just a little bit of a treat. But pretty tasty, guys. Pretty tasty. So let's go for just a couple more. I am so glad that I waited, though, to give this a shot because it's good. And I don't know about you. Why do they put these regular price points on there is beyond me. Because who's going to pay $5.69 for this little bag? Like this. They're always on special when you see these things. So very, very tasty. Last one. Again, ring light blown out. But I like these, guys. I mean, I was expecting them to be kind of like the rolled Takis. But these are kind of like little mini crisps, little French fry crisps or something like that. Pretty good. Scale of 1 to 10. That's a straight 9. This is probably the best flavor out of the 2 by far as I'm concerned. Even if you don't like mustard, I think you'll still dig this because it's just different enough. I mean, it's artificially flavored mustard, obviously. So it's trying to simulate that. So it may be a little bit of a difference where people who don't like mustard may not find this tasting like mustard because it's different. All right, I gotta do one more because these are really pretty tasty. I like that. The heat is just very mild on this. It's nothing crazy at all. Let's see the chip, what they're using for that here. It's got molasses, brown sugar in it. Yellow number 5, yellow number 6, red 40. All the usual goodies that you don't want to hear. But it's not giving me an idea of what the pepper is on the inside of this. It's got mustard powder, which is good. So, but like I said, the quality is good, guys. So if you see this in the store, I've only seen this at Walmart the few times that I've seen it since. I haven't seen this at Target. I haven't seen this at my local store. So this looks like it may be easier to find at Walmart or Walmart superstores. So do make sure you give this one a shot. But this is actually really tasty, guys. And I would probably recommend maybe taking a bunch of these and crushing them up and then using them in some other stuff that you would probably cook with just to give it a little bit of a zip because it really is pretty tasty. These are really, really good. And thankfully, I'm glad that a majority of them are not broken. I noticed after my review last week when I was cleaning up, I was putting all my stuff in the kitchen and I opened up the bag to have a few more of these and there were like little bits broken, chips everywhere. And I was like, oh man, that's not cool. So these actually I think are gonna last, I think a little bit less longer than I should say than the other bag would because I'm gonna be able to grab more at one time. So pretty tasty, guys, pretty tasty. 9 out of 10 on that. Easy recommendation. I just wish it was a little bit bigger in the bag, but naturally that's just the way things are. Cost was a little up there for what you get, but at the same time, nice quality, dovetailing into the beautifulness of that situation when it comes to the flavors. So yes, I do recommend giving that a shot without a doubt. Without a doubt. Robo Boogie, he knew it. I ate the bones, what it do? Mars said 8.5, okay. 8.59, I would say closer to 9 because the flavor delivered on that. It flavor absolutely delivered on that. Drastic Actions, I'm going with a 9, absolutely. Got to drop a bag and buy a bag. My mom always says, there you go. It's crazy, Zach. You do have to drop a bag to buy a bag. It's out of control right now. I did some food shopping today and I was like, what I purchased was $70 and I was just like, for this? And I was really kind of watching what I was buying. I love Trader Joe's, so naturally that's my spot. But yeah, I was very surprised by the cost, the way things are. It is craziness, for sure. Funky Fresh, maybe Sweet Feet. Yeah, I'm not going to say that it's as pungent as that, the way I think one of those chips were that we did way back when that smelled kind of off-putting, so to speak. Yeah, I'm not going to say it's that bad, but it's interesting. Let's just say that. Michael Domer, tried the queso ones, not bad, a little bit of heat, absolutely. I think you're going to dig those, Mike. If you do give those a shot, shoot me a line, let me know what you thought, because it really was pretty good. Let's see, Larry, have I ever eaten blue food? Aside from like certain Slurpees and drinks per se, but nothing that's kind of colored that way. I mean, some of the Halloween stuff from BK, but that's usually like orange, green, purple maybe, I guess. Well, the black bun begins to turn kind of an interesting color. Not that I'm not, I did buy some blue corn chips though today, Trader Joe's, just so you know. So technically blue chips with hummus, that's definitely a nice treat once in a while. That's my thing. Let's see here before we jump into the next review, guys. It's already like, wow, it's almost 8:45, little past 8:45 already. Crazy. Time is just flying. I'm going to be cooking pancakes here very soon. It's crazy. Russ Meyer, do they have Walmarts in California? Absolutely, of course. Walmart and the Walmart Supercenters. We have a whole bunch of them around here. That's where I purchased these. For sure. Yes, Tony, making chicken strips with those as the batter. Absolutely. There's a lot of stuff you can find online on how to do that. I love watching the crushed flaming hot Cheetos and stuff that they make with the coloring and the way the fried is there as well. Absolutely. It is really, really pretty awesome. Was that a chip dinner from Drastic Actions? Just for right now, just for a few, but it's really kind of kickstarted my appetite because like I said, I've had very little to eat today. So I am definitely going to be having some good stuff for breakfast food, I guess, afterwards right now, because it's kind of chilly and I kind of feel like I want to do that for sure. Yes, Tony Montana, I do watch The Angry Video Game Nerd. I love watching some of his older episodes and some of the older console games. That is just awesome. I absolutely love that dude. He's really, really cool. The content is very well put together, and I'm definitely down with it. Definitely down with it. Thulsu, what's going on? And I appreciate that, Laura. Follow me on Twitter, absolutely, at Peep This Out. All the information is down below. You'll find all those links in the About section of my page as well. Thulsu, when you're heading to Disneyland or not, try their holiday foods. Yes, you know, I want to get back there. I've been saying that for a while. I do want to try and basically check those things out. I've done a few of those in the past, actually, so there's plenty of good stuff there. But naturally, they're rolling out all the newer stuff they do every year for that as well. So yes, I do want to be able to deliver some of that content for you if I can. For sure, but I'm glad I have a lot of stuff in there now as well too, which is pretty awesome. Russ, I thought they were only in Arkansas. That's so cool to see local spot blow up like that. There you go. There you go. And yes, Robo Boogie, breakfast for dinner. I can always do breakfast for dinner. It is just it's just the thing. I mean, I love bacon and eggs. I love omelets and pancakes. I can have that stuff anytime. I can do that stuff anytime. Clown Go, would be cool to one day we can all do like a Zoom call and talk about how cool it would be to maybe like members only thing, meet in and actually hear voices, actually hear our voices. That would be cool. I'll actually think about updating some of the streams for that in terms of the member service stuff there. I think that would be something kind of cool to do a Zoom call. Absolutely, Clown Go. I'm gonna actually, you know what? Let me write that down because that would be pretty cool. Members stuff there. So I have to see about that for sure. That would be kind of cool to do that for sure. So absolutely, I appreciate that. Thank you. Feedback. It's always good. Michael Domer, it's a chilly 23 degrees right now in Detroit. I love it. This is the time of the year. You already know. UFO, I love dinner for breakfast. Absolutely. Jacob, a breakfast burrito is my favorite food. Spaghetti tastes better in the morning. Does everything taste better in the morning? I don't know. Cold pizza? I mean, I'm a pizza guy, so, you know, it is what it is. And yes, Russ, I can write cursive. I just don't do it very often. The older you get, the more you print more. I think that's how that goes. So, all right, time for round 2, guys. And this is going to be another one of those interesting situations, guys, because I don't remember reviewing this. I might have. I don't think so, because when I saw this, I'm like, I just love the way the can looked. And I couldn't believe this too. When I got this, I showed this to my sister. I'm like, do you believe this? I mean, is this legit? So she says, oh, it looks cool. The can looks cool. So let's just give this a shot and give it a go. Guys, Philly cheesesteak, Pringles? What? Naturally and artificially flavored, of course. But naturally, we have Jules on the very top here. Julius, I guess is his name. Bursting with flavor. And guys, look at that. It's a full-on Philly cheesesteak sandwich. And I know if we can get that thing to focus. My focus needs focus. There we go. Look at that. Does that make you want a Philly cheesesteak sandwich? That looks pretty decent, right? Little provolone melted right there. Plenty of meat in the inside. Looking pretty good. But how could this be? Jurassic Action, shouldn't this be a Philly cheese chip? Exactly, because that's what it is, right? The can looks cool. Like I said, I wasn't planning this. It just occurred to me. We got a blue can. We got a blue bag, blue shirt. I guess I should be doing this review in my car right now. We should be outside to be doing this. But this looks pretty good, guys. And again, pure sequel to last week, because we did a Pringles chip last week as well as the Doritos for this Dynamita sticks. And then naturally, this is just part 2 of having the other flavors in effect as well. So once you pop, you can't stop. Let's give this a shot. And I'm going to let you guys have the first look as always. And I'm expecting this to be a nondescript chip on the inside. And of course it is. Aroma test. Oh, wow. Funky Fresh had to talk about the queso feet situation. Oh, man. Now I have that in my head. Oh, well, it doesn't exactly smell the best. It really kind of smells like a strong type of cheese that's not exactly ultra fresh. I got to be honest with you here. Oh, I don't really know. Funky, Uncle Alan says hello. Is there an organic version? Well, it's naturally all organic ingredients. It's what they do to it, Uncle, that makes it artificial, I guess, for what it is. But it starts off with a potato, right? This is really, oh man, Funky really messed this one up right now, because now I have that feet thing in my head, and that's kind of that's what I'm getting from this. Funky, what are you doing to me? All right, so as you can see, sprayed, nondescript type of rice flour that they use, standard Pringle. I'm expecting the saltiness to be there because it's Pringles, but Philly cheesesteak, how well does this flavor translate? Is it Geno's back in Philly? Is it Pat's? Jim's, if they have back over there as well too there, who knows? Let's just give it a shot and see. It's the Pringles Philly cheesesteak variant. If you guys have ever had these, or if you want to try them, put a steak emoji here in the chat. Let me see a bunch of steaks while I'm going in on this, because I have to do at least 2 or 3 of these to get the flavors. So give me something to look at while I am chewing down on this, and we'll get into it here. So let's peep this out, guys. Philly cheesesteak Pringles. I'm getting onions, like fajita type onions. A little smoke. Not so much the steaks. I love the way all the steaks look in the chat here. They look pretty awesome. And I know it's not updating very quickly on this side, but you guys can see it down below. There is plenty of steaks going up the screen over here. I'm getting more of an onion type of pepper flavor. Not like pepper, but like fajita peppers. And because my mouth is watering from the salt, it's got the cheese factor going for it as well. That's actually not bad. And you know what? I didn't notice this till right now, but the onions are pretty prominent on the very top of this chip, guys. So I think they're going with that angle first, because that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the chopped peppers that you would probably have like I guess a non-traditional Philly cheesesteak. I don't think about having peppers like that. They do that, but usually it's just meat and cheese primarily. But there are some that do the peppers. So the smell is a little like, like, you know, I'm not going to say it's rancid. It's not good. It's just definitely in my head. It was giving me some head play over there, which is crazy. But I like the idea of the peppery goodness with the peppers and the onions, that I'm getting a little bit of smoke, and it does have a little bit of a cheese flair to it. UFO, we have peppers. Yes, green peppers, onions. Secure hotline. We have got feet. Wow. That is craziness. So, I see you, Pringles. I see you. It's not exactly Philly cheesesteak per se. It can't be, right? But it's the accoutrement, I guess I want to say. That's what's lighting up most of this. It's everything around what a cheesesteak is in chip form. So you're getting the onions, you're getting the peppers, the green peppers. Uncle, in terms of organics, it's a spud. So I guess rice flour. It's got a little bit of flour too. I think that's the extent of it. But it's artificially flavored. It's got some natural goodness as well. But I would say this is actually not bad for what it is. But just don't smell it when you first open it, because that was a little like, oh, okay, I don't know if that's actually the way I want to go with this, because it really does. Now that I'm kind of thinking about it, it almost feels kind of like chicken ramen. If you open up like the ramen packets and it's got that chicken type of brothy type of smell, it's like a chicken, but it's like cheesy chicken. It's just something is off with it when you smell it. And naturally, because I'm thinking feet, there we go. Claw and go. There you go. Jeb2K, happy Thanksgiving weekend. Let's gobble some leftovers. I appreciate that super chat donation there. Thank you so much, Jeb. Yeah, this is actually not bad. Like I said, don't smell it when you first get to it. When you open the can, just get right to them, and I think you'll dig the flavor. It's got a lot of nice onion accents to it there, and of course, you know, regular standard peppers. It's like a fajita vibe. But then you have a little bit of smoke, and naturally the cheesy flavor comes up on the back end. So I like it. It's just more stronger. And again, with the accoutrement that comes with this, naturally, all the stuff that's on a Philly cheesesteak. So I love the effort. I think it's a valiant effort. The can looks cool. I love the color of it naturally. But for what this is, guys, if you see this in the store, again, this seems to be like a Walmart thing. I haven't seen these anywhere else in terms of Target. Local markets may have it. A little over $2, I believe, for the can. But bursting with flavor, yes, I think it is. This is actually pretty nice. So I'm gonna say a strong 8.8. We'll say a couple of snowmen on this one. It's definitely up there in terms of flavor, guys, which is good. So again, just don't smell it when you open the can. That's just my personal opinion, but it's tasty. It's tasty. So not bad, not bad for that. A couple of good winners tonight in terms of the flavor, and actually the look of the packaging. The marketing is pretty killer. You know, as a fan of the marketing end of these things when I was in school, this is actually really cool how they do this. So I am totally digging this option. The Doritos Dynamita sticks, hot honey mustard, and the Pringles Philly cheesesteak. A bomb situation, guys. These are pretty tasty versions of these chips, so very good. The next stream begins all the holiday goodies. So very, very tasty stuff there coming there. And again, Jeb, it's a little delayed, but jumping up there again, thank you so much for the super chat donations to all of you guys who have done that this hour. And anyone who may have joined member-wise as well, too. I appreciate that. Let me jump on over here as well. And guys, we're already coming up on 9 o'clock already. And I apologize, our chat here, sometimes it works, sometimes I got to think about some different applets or something different here. But for right now, this is what we got. Fortunately, when these replays go up, you will see everything down below with the chat running in real time as you're watching the replay. So you have all that good stuff for you as well. Robo Boogie, A for effort. Yes. If you smell feet, that's what the Peep is cooking. Yes, Drew. If you smell the feet, that is the Peep is cooking. I appreciate that, Mr. Rock. You already know. Contrail, is there any MSG in this? Wow. You know what? Let me see if I can make that out. I don't see it. Monosodium glutamate, I'm not seeing it. Just keep in mind, though, there is a lot of salt in it. So I can tell you right now, it is very salty. 180 milligrams per 14 chips, which is a little up there. So I'm not explicitly seeing MSG, but just keep that in mind. It has definitely got plenty of salt to keep you happy. For sure, you already know. Good times, good times. UFO, turkey is only good for 4 days after cooking. Eat up and then freeze it now. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely there. If you guys have taken leftovers home, you already know. Make it count for the next few days, for sure. Where is the beef? We do product reviews. Yes, where is the beef? Where is that? Actually, when I did the Pringles review of the Baconator chips, that would have been probably the tagline for that. I think I may have mentioned something like that in there for where's the beef. But yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Drastic actions. You got to update your Java. I got to take some more I'm early and I'm tired. No worries. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. You know what? These are the applets that are actually part of the software that I'm using. So OBS needs to get with it and fix this problem. If that's the case, then they need to get with that. I just updated to the latest version too. We shouldn't be having an issue with that, but it is what it is. And yes, Jason Kroll, salty goodness. Clown Go, a peep with a cap. They want to try something that doesn't taste like crap. There you go. Dana BV, I do like wrestling, a little bit more of a fan of the classic wrestling back in the days of my era with Randy Macho Man Savage, Hulk Hogan. The Rock, you know, is okay. You know, naturally that was kind of when I was kind of getting out of it around in the 90s, moving on up into the 2000s, not really, but occasionally I dabble and kind of see what they've got going on there. Everybody is all new, and you know, for the most part anyway. So it is what it is. And speaking of it is what it is, guys, this has been a lot of fun. That's what it is. This was a lot of fun this last hour. Thank you so much for being here on Black Friday, and happy post gobble gobble to all of you guys. I hope this stream finds you all extremely well wherever you're watching from around the world, whatever you may be going through mentally, physically, personally. Just know that there are always more brighter days than not. So it's just a matter of adjusting our sails to ride the motion of the ocean, which we can't change, but we can definitely change our sails accordingly, like I always say, and try and make it a much better day tomorrow. So definitely enjoy the rest of your weekend. Catch up on some sleep if you can. Catch up on all the fun eating from yesterday. Continue on as well. This is the time to enjoy. Let's see here. Russ Meyer, I'm in a bad place. It is temporary. Everything in life is temporary. Always remember that. Everything, no matter what you may be going through. We're all going through it. Trust me. You definitely will persevere. Just keep the focus, stay positive, and realize you have a choice when you get up in the morning. It's either going to be a good day or a bad day. And any way you look at it, you're right, because it's how you put what you have into it. Just remember, it's 80% how you react to it, 20% what happens to you. So keep that notion, and then you'll just persevere and try and let other people in your life know that as well. So that way they can benefit from that, and maybe it'll help them as well. Clown Go, for real though, Ian, thank you so much for tonight's live. It's always fun joining every Friday. Can't wait till the next one. Always looking forward to the new reviews. Thanks, buddy. Much love. Much love to you too, Claude, and to all the peeps, all the amazing peeps here in the chat. Thank you so much. Let me throw some hearts into the chat here for you. You guys definitely round out my week. I look forward to doing these for you and actually creating the content that I put out there that you guys have been doing. Guys, we're over 42,000 subscribers plus strong now. All the real ones, everything that you guys have been put forward with your effort, with letting me know. I can't tell you, I'm over the moon as we continue to just knock out milestones and growth. It just keeps going and going and going. So I'm going to keep doing what I can for as long as I can, as always, and naturally just keep everything pushing and just enjoy life with you guys. And hopefully you guys can do the same, because naturally I love spending time with these hours on these streams, because it really does help me kind of relax a little bit after everything. And it sets up the weekend for some positive stuff. And that's what I'm trying to do for you guys, is to give you that as well. Tony Schelt, 50K by summer or sooner. Who knows? We'll see what happens. But shout outs to you here as well, guys. And I'm glad that everything was working stream-wise, everything with the connection. I'm going to be here in the chat for the next minute or so. Once the stream times out here, it will be over officially. But naturally, I'll try and answer a few things here in the chat as well. Clown Go, we are a huge, big Peep family. Yes, we are all here for each other. I appreciate that. I'm telling you, it's just try and lift up somebody once a day, whatever they may be going through. You'll find yourself going to bed feeling a little bit better about yourself, going to sleep at night that way. So thank you so much for being here. Again, I greatly appreciate it. I'm going to swing on over here as well. Have fun with your post-Black Friday festivities. Enjoy tonight. Catch up on some movies that you haven't seen for a while. I definitely want to try and check out Thanksgiving in the next few days, naturally, there. I definitely want to watch that movie. I'm a huge fan of horror, as you guys know, and naturally having a movie called Halloween, it's a no-brainer to have Thanksgiving be another horror movie. You know, it should be kind of cool. So I would definitely want to check that out. Last couple of things here. Tony Montana, Halloween, I did for some extra cheese. Pizza from Pizza Hut, and it's somehow leftover Wingstop Ranch. Great combo. Nice. Well, hey, Wingstop Ranch is banging on anything. So that is a lovely situation. Absolutely. And Larry Nguyen, I haven't had a Hungry Man dinner in a very long time, but wouldn't that be something fun to do maybe for the Christmas season? Who knows? Because I think you have like a dessert or something that comes with that, right? Maybe that would be something to look into for sure. And yes, Jason Kroll, stay positive, stay frosty, everyone. You guys do the same. Everybody here in the chat. Hope Michael Domeyer stays as toasty as possible back at the 23 degrees back in Chicago, Detroit. All that areas as well too there. So keep in mind, naturally, the next review also will be coming up tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And either the replay for tonight will be on Sunday or Monday. I haven't decided yet. But one way or another, you'll have it over the next couple of days. And naturally, the brand new content as we lead into this coming week. And then, of course, the Elf Donuts, which you're going to see later into this week as well, too. So good times across the board. So shout outs to you guys. I appreciate you. I love every single one of you guys. And again, I'm glad we are knocking out this video that we can create a replay for the moms, too, when she gets back in business as well. So I love you guys. And with that, this is Ian K officially closing out the live stream for November 24th. A very happy post-Gobble Gobble Black Friday. And like I always say, I've got brand new content every single week here on my channel. So stay tuned for the next review coming real soon. In the meantime, stay frosty. Good times, everybody. And with that, peace. I'm out.